fashion show. Don't say that I'm trying to not look like I have cancer.
Okay. I won't say it.
But I don't like looking like I have cancer. I just like looking bald. You know what I mean? I'm trying to cover up all these head sores I have from chemo effects.
It seems like you're doing a good job. You have two colored, what are these, scarves?
Yeah.
They're not bandanas.
No. If we go to a wedding, I don't think they want to see that. Right?
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to look presentable for you.
Because of course, we were home for about, what, 20 hours maybe, total?
Mm-hmm.
You guys didn't think we would just stay 24 hours at home without going somewhere, right? I mean, we have to earn the name of this channel. This looks awesome.
You like it?
I love it. I really do. It looks great.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
For some reason, this looks very sexy.
Really? Good.
You look like one of the
What?
Game of Thrones characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
like
nice.
you look like you could be in the TV series.
Come with your heart in your head, because my love is guaranteed. So baby, if you want me, you've got to show me love. Words are so easy to say, but you've got to show me love.
This day starts a little bit late, but what else can we do? The whole first part of the day was just a lot of work. It's tough balancing the daily vlogging with work and travel at the same time. You just ran out of daytime so fast. You guys see the airstream? It looks like an ocean of cars that I have to get through. An update from the road. Blonnie is asleep, so I will try and talk a little quieter than normal. We're about 1 hour away from our destination. We were supposed to pull into this campground before 9 p.m. That ain't happening anymore because we took the luxury of having an Airstream dinner on the way, which was delicious, by the way. The best thing about having an Airstream is you always feel at home wherever you are. It doesn't matter if you eat in a parking lot or at the most beautiful campground, because the interior of the Airstream always looks the same. Of course, it's nice to have a beautiful view behind the window, but that's not always possible. Why are we going to this campground today? Because tomorrow we're covering a wedding at a beautiful location called Lake House Inn, and that place is over 2 hours of driving from our house. Every time the drive is so long, it's just much easier for us to roll the Airstream and park it somewhere closer to the wedding venue. 2 hours of driving, you know, a lot of things can happen and you just can't afford to be late for a wedding coverage. This is like a Blair Witch project now. There's nothing around us but this road and woods. What's the campground called? Blair Witch Campground?
Ringing Rocks.
Ringing Rocks.
Which is also kind of creepy sounding.
Scary, equally scary. There's a little bit of a developing situation. The campground office was supposed to leave all our information somewhere on the door or at the entrance area, and there's nothing here. This is the message board, this is the window, this is the door, this is the other window, it's a little table, this is the office front. No envelope for David and Blonnie. Tiny little bit of a problem, because we don't even know our site number. If we knew the site number, we could just pull in, park, and be done.
You alright, guys?
Hi there. You guys wouldn't,
We're seasonal.
you are?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, we registered, we made the reservation earlier and they said they would leave the
On the door?
information for us, but there's nothing here.
Usually it's taped to the door.
They didn't tape anything to the door. Let me see if John's upstairs.
This is Lily, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Year and a half.
He's so tiny.
Takes up to 2 years to
It's gonna
fully
take,
grow.
Oh,
Hoping
really?
that
Wow.
yeah, we're hoping that the next year gives her a little bit more.
But if you get down here, that's probably where he was gonna put you.
as long as, we're not gonna take something that's booked
I don't
for
think
someone
anybody
else.
else. It's a quiet weekend.
Okay. Situation resolved after talking to some nice folks. The owner showed up and he's pointing us right now to our site. The owner himself turned out to be a very nice dude. Helped us park properly. Now I just have to set up these lights, which is a little bit ridiculous. These are glass bulbs. One's missing already, my bad. And they're very easy to break. So next time we're buying plastic ones.
For outdoors, but not for portables.
Yeah, not for something that has to be set up and broken down all the time. Camping set up. We're in place and ready to have a great wedding shoot tomorrow. The venue is 15 minutes from here. How cool is that? We have one more thing we want to talk about tonight. Okay, maybe two more things. Because we started dwelling on why we did all the things that we did that led us to having the Airstream and traveling a lot and just living the way we do. Maybe I should start this way. I used to practice yoga and I had a very smart yoga teacher, and he told me something that actually caused me to have a revelation, and I'm very serious about this. He told me that to figure out your entire life, you only need to answer two questions. One, who am I? And two, what do I really want? And contrary to your first instinct, answering those two questions for yourself is very, very difficult. I dare to say a lot of people in this world never find these answers throughout their entire life.
I don't think that anybody thinks the question, who am I, is easy. Most people don't find out who they are till...
Never.
Yeah,
Till they die.
yeah.
But if you're able to answer them, or at least find a partial answer, you're on the way to happiness. Like if you really figure out what you want to do and you start doing it, that's what makes you happy.
I just read that thing online about somebody who said that she had taken so many college classes and she had 2 bachelor's degrees and she struggled and struggled her whole life to finally get those degrees, and then now she has all of these student loans and now she feels like it was worth nothing because she was just diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, and
She just found herself on real crossroads of life.
a scary time not knowing what her future would be with breast cancer, because the future is not promised to you. So she was saying she felt like, in summary, that life sucks and then you die. That she struggled and struggled and struggled to get to this point, and now she felt like it was worth nothing. And I just feel like I have had many examples in my life of people who passed away young or before, not necessarily young, but people dying in general makes you really think about life. My brother died whenever I was 15 years old. He was only 24 years old. He never really got to do everything he ever wanted to do. Look, this makes me sad to talk about in a weird way because of my brother. But from the time I was 18 years old, I knew that I had to live life for myself and not to make other people happy. It's very, very, very hard to do that because when you love other people, you want to make them happy. But in the end, they have their own life. Their happiness can't rely on you, and your happiness you can't give away to somebody else. So
I'm gonna jump in here and completely agree with this, because I think one of the biggest mistakes you can do in your life is to live it for someone else. And this sounds, it's not about being selfish or not being a good person, just the opposite. You have to find happiness from within. You have to first make sure that you're comfortable with yourself and the way you live your life. That's when you're able to give and make other people happy. And it's really important to keep your eyes on the prize and simply find time, even in little increments, if you can't go full throttle, to really do what makes you happy.
I feel like a lot of people get wrapped up in this is what life is supposed to be. You can't just pick what makes you happy out of a book.
I'm gonna talk about another inspiration of my current life, the king of vlogging, Casey Neistat. He, in one of his episodes, says,
"The moment you're born, you start barreling towards the only finish line, which is death. And this journey here, that's life. And no matter what you do, this momentum can never be slowed and can never stop."
So basically, whatever it takes, you have to make the first step and go towards your ultimate destination. But this is the whole point of what we're talking about tonight. Realizing what that destination is, what it really is that you want, that makes you happy ultimately, is the most difficult thing to figure out.
And I feel like the summary is, if you died tomorrow,
Our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. If we inspired just one person tonight, and I hope we inspired more than one, to think about those two questions, who am I and what do I really want?
this is getting crazy, David.
This is so cheesy, but
I
it's
know. I'm not a model.
good. Shut up.